Okay, so now I have this track 8 here is completely striped from beginning to end with the time code from the machine. I'm going to reconnect my MIDI back to the MIDI out of my MIDI interface. Now, this is my USB MIDI. You'll have this on your interface. This comes out of the MIDI out, right? You can see MIDI out. That goes into MIDI in on the back of the timeline right here, right? The other connections are the regular network cable that goes to the remote, and this is the cable here that I had to make that goes back to the back of the 388. Then you got power. And then the last thing you need is the output of the 388. You have to go tape out RCA to reader 1, RDR1. That's the time code. So what that is giving you is it's giving you track 8. When the tape plays, it feeds the signal that we just recorded on track 8. It feeds it back into this machine, which then takes the audio time code that you've recorded on the thing, deciphers it, turns it into digital time code, and locks it to the MIDI that's coming in from the DAW, right? So, and then it will bring the tape forward or back or slow down or speed up on the capstan so that it will lock to what's going on in there. So just a couple quick settings you have to set here. Now you set your reel to external. You can remove the record here. You don't want to record on track 8 again, right? And now you function like normal. Now you record like normal. But let me show you now on the DAW. Of course, you mute this time code because it actually won't be in any of the files that you're going to be working on. This is you would just create one template file in your DAW that is just for striping time code, and you save that, and then all of your projects you don't have to have time code on them. It's just a blank project with your armed tracks. So let me show you how this works now. This is PreSonus Studio One. It can be Pro Tools, it can be FL, it can be Cubase. What you have to do is in mine, I'm going to show you the preferences in mine, but it's different for yours. If I go to song setup in mine, it lets me, these are my MIDI this is my time code stuff, right? So that's, it's the frame offset is going to be 0000. That's the way it's going to be on yours too. This song start, song end, that's up to you if you want to have that. I usually set the song beginning at 00 and the song end to a very high number. I set the time base to seconds so that you're able to make sense of what it is on the timeline. And then in my program, I have to go into the preferences, and I have to go into synchronization. I have to go to external devices, and I had to add this microlinks thing, which is, this is a preset that I made that tells it, to send MIDI time code out of my MIDI port on all channels, right? Send MIDI clock, use MIDI clock start, send MIDI time code. So this is something that you'll have to set up in your DAW, but it's basically the same stuff. You have to just make sure that you're sending MIDI time code to all channels of MIDI out of the MIDI port that you're going to be using, and that's what goes into the microlinks. So assuming that that's all been done, let me make now a final video that will show kind of the whole system in action.